In this case right here, you're looking at 400,000. Tanks run around $3 grand, $3 to $4 grand just for the tanks.
Whoa.
There's only 10 of those that exist. 25 of these that exist.
Let him tell you about his collection here, because he's got a bunch of rare early Redlines. I'm gonna shut up at this point and let Jason tell you about what you're looking at here, because you're looking at probably 6 figures plus of Hot Wheels history.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of rare cars in there. A lot of prototypes, one-of-a-kinds, stuff that, I mean, obviously, rear load beach bomb. Everything in this case is original. It is real. There's nothing reproduction, nothing. This is, like I said, rear load beach bomb. Cheetah bases, Pythons. Mattel couldn't use the Cheetah name. They had to switch it. This is the overchrome T-Bird from the TV commercial. So in the TV commercial, it jumps a ramp and it stops mid-screen, and then it comes out and says Hot Wheel with the Hot Wheel logo. That's the actual car.
No way. From the ad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the actual car with documentation. You go into some other rare stuff like the tanks. So everybody's familiar with the beach bomb. It wouldn't go through the supercharger, so they added the boxes on the side. Well, they had the same problem with the open wheel stuff. So their idea was to make these tanks that clip on to the open wheel stuff, and then it would go through the supercharger. Well, the problem then that they had was these are too light, so they wouldn't go through the supercharger, and it was too expensive to produce the extra tanks. There's like 10, 12 sets of tanks is all that exists. Tanks run around $3 grand, $3 to $4 grand just for the tanks. And then that Shelby turbine is also a prototype, and they painted that. If you notice the color on it, you know what that color is?
No.
Salmon?
It's the Hong Kong taillight paint. So it's the taillight paint. No, it's the taillight paint from the Hong Kong car. They just painted the whole car with it. So that's a prototype.
Crazy. It's so bright. No wonder.
Other prototypes is like the orange. This is what they call an orange pre-production single pipe, which means it has a single tailpipe, where the regular Seasiders have double tailpipes.
On the side.
Yeah.
So that's a single. Another piece that
Purple bifocal, that's like one of like handful known to exist.
yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of these that exist. So that one looks like it's in bad shape, but just to have one is unreal. This is the solid brass. This is the one that they use.
So when they were originally developing Hot Wheels, they would hand carve them out of brass to simulate the weight so that they could test the performance.
And those were very expensive. Mattel spent a lot of money getting those done, so they only did one. They would only do one of the brass because it was really expensive.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, that thing, if you feel the weight, you can pick it up.
Let's see.
It's heavy compared to a
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
Yeah, because it is solid.
It has a
brass.
different weight to it. Yeah.
And a blank base.
Yeah. So that's a prototype piece. But some other notables. Sipsa is a Mexican company. When Mattel was done with the mold, Sipsa bought the molds and produced Sipsas down there. But of course, they didn't change anything, so everything came out looking like a Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
That's what these are. So your Superfine Turbine, your Snake and Mongoose, the Cockney Cab, both of those are Sipsas.
Whoa.
Yeah, the 2 Mighty Mavericks. Those are all Sipsas. Sipsas are very rare. I mean, like, there's only a few hundred total of any casting. There's like 50, don't hold me to this number, but there's like 52 of the Sipsas known to exist, and I own 36 of them.
No way.
Yeah, so that's
442 is a popular casting, and he's also got the very rare pink and ultra rare purple.
Purple, there's only about 10, roughly.
Whoa.
There's only 10 of those that exist.
But the purple bifocal is even rarer.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is worth more. This is worth more, but this is rare,
Wow.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, but this is a very popular casting, and this is what you call a rainbow. So that's one of every color they made. And if you think about it, to put it in perspective, there's only 6 guys that could have a full rainbow, you know, because, I mean, all of these that are known, you know, who has them.
Right.
So there's only about 6 guys that can have a full rainbow because of this one car. The rest of them you can find in varying conditions, but
That's the complete.
that's the completer. Another one that Brendan really liked when I showed him the other day. This one of the designers did on their lunch break.
No
Oh,
way.
this is cool.
Yeah, so if you see this little bar right here, basically what they did was
Oh,
they
it
put a
has
brake on it.
brakes. What? That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's something that they were playing with.
Yeah.
A lot of times this is referred to as like a lunchtime car, you know, sitting around, not authorized, not an actual Mattel project, but somebody, whoever, Larry, Bob, one of those guys sitting around. Hey, this sounds like a cool idea. Let me try this.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a pretty neat piece.
That is really neat.
Yeah.
What a cool concept.
But yeah, I mean, and the rest of the stuff, everything in this case is very good condition. Everything in this case is rare.
Yeah.
Like everything in this case.
Oh, your kidney beans and other Camaro base variations.
Yeah.
Oh, the white enamel Camaros, those are rare too, and the
Wow.
brown one.
Yeah, so everybody when they think Camaros, they always seem to think about the white ones. They're not actually prototypes, but they're probably the most recognizable Camaro high end. And you actually have 5 of them. So you got white interior, you got white interior with blue glass, you got white interior with clear glass, and then there's dark interior with both classes, and then there's one that's super rare that's they call it a leaf spring. So when you flip it over, it actually has leaf springs. Super rare. There's only a few of those. I don't have one of those, but I got these 2, and I'll have the other 2 white Camaros before we leave. This is what they call a kidney bean. This is another very early production. The reason they call it a kidney bean is if you see the holes
Yeah.
compared to the square. So basically, I am not sure why they switched it, but these are very early runs, and then they switched the base to square.
Larger shutoffs are probably easier to mold. Sometimes the small holes that those pins can break off in the tooling. I don't know. It was before I was born, but that's one plausible
Common
answer.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
And that may be true because they may have found that early, because these are what they call early runs. So this would have been, there's only 25 of these that exist. So those are very rare.
This is just crazy. Like from a collector's perspective, or just like a normal Hot Wheel fan perspective.
Oh, yeah.
To see this in real life,
And
with
that's
your
why
own
you have
eyes.
to talk with the collectors because they know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like we just don't have this info at work.
So then
There's no one there that
another
know
thing. So everybody, the kidney bean is in the collecting world is a pretty well known that it's a rare car. Like it's awesome to even see one.
Yeah.
Well, there is something else that's even rarer that a lot of guys don't know. That's even rarer than the kidney bean is they call it a no patent pending. So basically, it does not have the patent pending. So they ran a few of these Camaros, like getting ready to ramp up for production.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we forgot something. So they had to go back and add the patent pending.
The earliest run.
Yeah, so these right here are earlier than those. Everybody thinks that as being the earliest run Camaro. These are actually the earliest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they went from this one and to kidney bean and then back to that one.
And then back to these. Yes.
Now the kidney bean ones with the shutoffs, is that the Hong Kong one?
Yes.
Because that one with the solid base would be a U.S. one, which they made about 6 months earlier.
Yeah.
So that's how you get that order.
So they just send the mail to Hong Kong, just like, hey, fix this.
They duplicated the tooling for Hong Kong,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
there were
yeah.
always changes.
Yeah. You got stuff like this. You guys being employees know you guys get gifts all the time, employee cards and stuff. Well, these are the original employee cards. So this would have been what they call the winter ball, which is kind of like your guys' the events that they have now. In 1975, they did a winter ball. Basically, this was a production car that was out. It's got different tampos on it, but it's a production car. So they grabbed a bunch of those. They cleaned the tampo off of it, and then just stamped it with this. The Santa Claus winter ball. They did 100 of these supposedly. I wasn't there, but supposedly they did 100 of them.
Wow.
So you take the 100 in 1975, they handed them out. How many went to kids? How many got thrown away? How many got lost in the garden? Now you're here.
Wow.
10. Or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
12.
So you're talking, 20, 25 of them.
Also in this condition.
This one's the best one.
Yeah.
Like I've hunted a long time. This one right here is the best one. Like I had 3 this week. So 'cause I chased this car to find the best one. And I found the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah. Mint.
So far.
Yeah. So far. Yeah. So and on these, what's kind of cool is when people think about mint, they don't want any imperfections. This is actually a car where you want imperfections because this car's faked a lot, and when it's faked, it's perfect. So what you want to do, this chrome, that tampo does not stick well to the chrome. So when you're looking at these, if you notice how the paint separates a little bit on the 7 and the 5, and then you look down here and his suit gets separated a little bit, you actually want to look for those imperfections because that tells you it's real.
So it's like the rest shift a little bit.
Yeah.
And leave the gap.
Yeah, because they were just, think about it. God love Mattel, but they weren't trying to make something for sell.
Yeah.
They were doing something quick and easy to give out
Right.
as appreciation gifts.
Just model shop like stamping it.
Yeah.
Even
So,
today, we have to clear coat the chrome for the paint to stick.
yeah. So that's that car. That's another, super rare car you're going to see.
Super cool.
You get into, early stuff like that's got the orange headlights, like the Peeping Bomb here. They normally have black headlights, but
That's
purple
awesome.
and orange, and there's one aqua. that has orange headlights. So that was something early. Mattel finally figured, why are we painting them stupid headlights? leave them chrome. Save that small little step.
Oh, so they chrome it and then paint it orange.
It's chrome underneath.
Oh.
So the I don't have a regular one, but a regular one is just chrome. It's just blank or
That's so
just
cool.
plain chrome.
Oh.
The early ones have the orange. Not a super high dollar car, but
Interesting to see.
still
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a $1,500 car, but
He
Just
treats it like
Yeah.
pocket change.
well, and I hate to sound like that, but like in this case right here, you're looking at 400,000,
Yeah.
like actual retail price.
Right.
Another good one is the gold right here. A lot of people.
Salesman Porsche.
Well, see, that's what I was going to correct you. That is not a salesman's Porsche.
Oh, Ron Roland got correct.
It's okay.
It was not. Now,
I got-
and that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Everybody calls it the salesman's Porsche. Everybody refers to it as the salesman's gold Porsche. It had nothing to do with salesman.
Ooh.
It was actually a SEMA Porsche. So it was a toy fair Porsche, basically, if you put it in like modern day terms. They did it for that. And everybody thought it was a salesman. And it was actually Bob Rosa that was like, hey, no, we did that for, we gave it away at, New York Toy Fair. Or I forget which one it was, but they gave it away there. It was never a salesman. The Gold Motorhome was given away as a salesman's award. So people think it's the same gold. They kind of,
When they got confused, mixed together.
but that is referred to as a salesman's Porsche, but it's not.
I see.
Yeah. So, but I called it that for years until Bob corrected me.
Yeah.
He's like, no, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
I read that online too.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the golden wood case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the wooden case. Wooden
In
case.
the wooden case. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like like I said, the cheetahs. Most people they
Well,
did.
stories get perpetuated. Just like, you read the story that, the Hot Wheels Corvette came out before the real one. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
May 18th, 1968 is when Hot Wheels was officially in production. They showed it at the Toy Fair in February of 68, but the 68 Corvette was out in magazines like in September, and they were producing it. Production dates in August, September.
Yeah.
People had them in December.
Yeah.
That's several months first. It's not possible. I mean,
But
the
it makes
numbers,
a great story.
Makes a great story, but the numbers don't add up.
Mattel loves the great story. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, it helps
Exactly.
the brand.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like the cheetahs. That's actually everybody knows that as a python. Well, when they designed it, they were going to call it the cheetah. So all the blueprints and everything, all the internal paperwork, all refer to it as the cheetah. And then, of course, they go and they make their first few, and they stamp them with the cheetah. And then when they're getting whatever their final approvals or whatever, GM says, we own the name Cheetah. So GM actually had the rights to the name Cheetah.
Yeah, race car.
Yeah, so Mattel had to switch it, and they came up with Python. Well, they made a few that it actually says Cheetah on the base. And they did two colors. They did red and orange. There is one blue one that I know of. One blue. There's roughly, I think there's like 5 or 6 of the blue or the orange, and like 4 or 5 of the red is all that exists. So they were really, really low runs.
Well, modern day fun fact, you probably know this, but in 2018, when we were retooling these cars for our 50th anniversary store display set, we couldn't get the name Python, but we could get the name Cheetah.
Oh, okay.
So when you look at the modern cars, they say Cheetah again.
Okay.
So
yeah.
did you have that ruby red 80th
We
set?
had one, yeah.
Well, that one would say Cheetah on the
Cheetah,
base,
okay,
not
excellent.
Python, because
Well.
the trademark wasn't available.
So kind of flip
So we brought it back home.
Yes.
a little Easter egg.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So the cheetah was the first run for the python, right?
Yes.
But what about the long pipe?
The long pipes?
Yeah.
I don't know how the long pipes happen.
Uh-huh.
I might be totally off base. I am not an expert. But I always thought that it was like extra flashing, extra casting. Like maybe it just didn't, or the mold was,
Defected.
yeah, I mean, maybe the mold wore down a little bit and it got less, metal, because it's not very much. Like it takes a trained eye. I got guys that sell for me that sold.
There's one long pipe cheetah.
Yeah. One long pipe cheetah.
The combination.
Yeah.
But like you said, there is hardly anything to tell, and it could easily be slag off the mold.
Yeah. So it's literally like if you look there, like they are no more than maybe double that little size.
That's it.
Like it's the point where, like I've got very experienced guys that help me and work for me doing Redlines, and we sold one at an auction, and after it went up and it was going for a cheap Python price, then it was noticed it was a long pipe.
Oh.
Like they're like that, that hard to tell, So you really got to look. So I always thought, and like I said, I'm not an expert, but I always thought it was maybe just something in the mold. You know, maybe they were earlier and the mold was a little sharper, I guess would be the word, because it is not much of a difference, is it, Wes? It's not much of a difference. And to me, it's not something I'm really going to chase, unless I can find the cheetah one.
I know where it is.
Yeah, if I can get the cheetah one, I'll get it.
I'm still yet to see one. The long pipe.
Yeah, I've seen them on the regular. Like I said, we just had one
You
what,
find them all the time.
a month
in
ago.
junk boxes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just a month ago we had one. You know, but I haven't seen the cheetah. I mean, if there's, you know, like I said, single pipe. I didn't see the single pipes.
Yeah, that's cool.
And nothing like this case, nothing in here is for sale. So this is all my personal
Oh,
stuff.
no way.
And the reason I brought it out was like there's a lot of guys with better collections than mine by far. There's some amazing collections out there, and I'm little fish compared to them. But they don't bring them out, and they don't show people this stuff. You know, this stuff stays on their wall, and they enjoy it, and their friends come over and they enjoy it. But like the public doesn't get to see.
Yeah.
You know, this whole building. This is the National Convention. This is the only rear loader that's here. You know what I mean? These are the only cheetahs that are here.
Yeah.
You know, for people to come in and see and actually look at and like. So that's why I brought it. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't bring this stuff to sell. I brought this stuff to share.
That's really cool.
Because it excites me. I have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, I do all this new stuff. You know, but this is, you know, the new stuff is a business. You know, this is my love. So yeah, I just like people to look.
Yeah, one other story I'm going to share about the rear loader beach bomb. One year we had Howard Reese as one of the designer guests at one of the conventions, and his illustration was the side loader beach bomb. So I asked him about it. I was like, did you do that, or did Ira do that? Like, who worked on it? Like, who designed it? And he told me that Ira did the rear loader, and then when he came aboard, he did the side loader version. It was into production.
Yeah.
So.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Howard's a good guy. Like Howard's favorite casting is the Cockney Cab.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and I for personal reasons, I have a good friend of mine that's up there in years, and he loves Cockney Cabs. And for 20 some years, me and him have collected Cockney Cabs together. And most people know me as the Cockney Cab guy. You know, we have hundreds and hundreds of blister packs. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of loose ones. Like I didn't bring it, but I actually own the 164th wood that Howard did on his lunch to take into his bosses and say, I want to make this.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it
cool.
looks totally different than these.
Yeah.
But it's the actual balsa wood. It's really light, like you could crush it with.
Just very fragile.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Howard and me have always gotten along really well because it's his favorite casting and it's, you know, our favorite casting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got, when it comes to Cockney Cabs, like there's no one has a better Cockney Cab collection than us or bigger. Like I said, I own 36 of the 52 of the Sipsas known.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so Cockney Cabs. But yeah, I just like bringing this stuff out. Like everything you see in here is rare in its own way.
Yeah.
So cool.
No, thank you for sharing it with us
Yeah,
and telling
you're
us all the history, because I mean, there's so much I've never seen.
Yeah. Pre-production. I
Or-
forgot to
or
add
knew
that
about.
one. That's a pre-production.
Oh, really?
Which
Yeah.
one is? Oh, cool.
So your reds with the black interior are pre-production.
Wow.
Bruce Pascal has a black interior one.
Yeah, actually, that comes from Bruce.
Oh, that was his?
Well, yeah, one
Okay.
of them. I mean, yeah, he's probably had.
He
or
brought-
has had many.
He's brought a few nice rare pieces to Mattel before and would
Yeah.
show off kind of like this.
Yeah.
And he had a dark interior
Yep.
one. So.
Yep. So that's another one just to
Okay.
point out on the way out. But
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Awesome. What's the story of this one? Is it Sipsa?
So honestly, the most,
I look at all the cars like that's a cover book, but
the two most valuable cars in here are these two.
Oh.
Those are the two most
More,
valuable.
more than your rear loader.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't waste your film.
And the reason being is a good customer of mine came in at the beginning of the week like this, and he said, "Hey, I got a couple cars for you to put in your case, and I'll be offended if you don't." And he's doing this with them, sort of banging them up, and he hands them to me, and I'm like, "All right, I love him so much, I put them in there."
Nice.
So-
$5 red
All
line.
right, you got me. You got me.
So that's why they're the most valuable.
I was
Ah.
believing it.
'Cause
You
he
had us
thought-
going.
He thought enough to grab two pieces, and he knew they were junk. It was
Yeah.
a joke,
Yep.
but he thought enough of me to make that joke.
You had Ron going. He was
Yeah,
curious.
I thought it's like it's next to the Sipsa Super Turbine.
I know.
Turbine.
Yep, yep.
There must
that's
be
why
something
they're-
about
yeah.
it.
That's
Yeah.
why they're the most valuable.
Yeah.
They have
Cool. Emotional value.
emotional value.
Yeah, cool.
This stuff really needs to be preserved.
Yeah.
Like this kind of stuff needs to be preserved.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any rear loaders for Silverados or Skylines.
Yeah.
You know, in that, you know, there's not going to be a cool story to go along with those.
Yeah.
They're cool cars. I'm not knocking them, but
Mhm.
you know, we've lost that. So this stuff is why I love it, because I love the stories. I can tell you a story about every car. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you a story about every car. Yeah, and we did this. So Wes here, this is Wes Huddleston. He is, I call him my curator. He's probably the smartest guy in the Redline world. He knows more than anybody you can name. I'll put him up against every single one of them, and they will tell you he knows more. All right. So, and he helps me. So I call him my curator. So he tells me what I need to buy. He finds what I need to buy, and we go buy what I need to buy. So he's my curator.
That's awesome.
Quick story about the beach bomb. Like I randomly one day I bought the cheetahs, and I had some other big cars. And I said, you know what? I want a rear load beach bomb. Well, that's not something easily done. You know, I said I want a rear load beach bomb. He said, I know a guy.
That was all to
He called me back. He called me back in 30 minutes. He said, this is where it is. Here's pictures of it, and this is what he wants for it.
No way.
So yeah, he's my curator.
We were in Florida 6 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
flew to, because something like that, you know, you're looking at, you know, a $40,000 car, something like that. I don't want to ship.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, we'll just fly down and get it. We left Columbus, Ohio at 10 in the morning, and by 11 p.m. that night, I was back at my house and on my couch.
Jeez.
Flew down, picked it up, flew back.
A lot of them were like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that a lot.
We got to go now. That's it.
It's a safer way. Safer
Yeah.
way.
That's it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, we just
Get your go back.
we're not gonna have the cool stories.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, that's why I like him, because he does like the stories, and he is a storyteller, and he does like I appreciate all the information, you know, that you told me today, like that stuff I didn't know. You know, we can't lose guys like him. You know,
That's why he wants to film this and make these vlogs and
yeah, true.
preserve it. 'Cause
We
you're
gotta
right,
have those
like,
stories.
Otherwise, they'll get lost.
We gotta have those stories.
Cool. Well, we appreciate
All
it.
feature recorded.
Yeah. No, thank you. Seriously. It's really cool. It was nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, Brendan, for bringing us here.
Of course.
Just
Yeah.
to confirm, is that one, right?
Yes, that one.
That's the
You
one.
should have told me Sunday or Monday we was here. It was in our BMW.
Oh,
It's not here now.
Well, hey, don't
It
worry.
can be in the other rooms. We
Don't-
gotta-
Don't worry.
Well, now that I know all this history, I don't want that.
You want that one?
Yeah,
Smart
I
man.
want to know this.
You
Yeah.
better save
I want
money.
something with the story.
You better save money.
So I promise you, you'll have that car in your hand very
Reach
quick.
out. Reach out to me when we get to him.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate
You'll
it.
have that car in your hand very quick.
You guys are awesome.
There you
Thank
go.
See, my guys are already working on
The
it.
hunt is over.
All right. Cool.
They won't let me down.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
really
Thank you.
cool.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime.
very educational.
You don't have to come in and film. You can always just come and hang out.
Cool.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet.
All right. Thank you.